you know that we are going to have a little bit of some tips, 5 tips, and that's actually part of Sponsoring Corner. And my dear friend Shauna is in the corner.
Yay! I am.
But no one puts Shauna in a corner, but the Sponsoring Corner.
Yes, and this is the great corner to be in. Yes, thank you so much, Kate. I am super excited to be here and introduce our next speaker. It's Lorna Passanato, and she is from Canada. She sponsored 18 new team members in January. Wow, that's amazing. And I am super excited to be able to have her come on and share her unique why story and perspective on sponsoring. And like Kate said, she has 5 great tips that are active and passive of how she did it in January. So I can't wait for her to share. So take it over, Lorna.
Thanks, Shauna. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Lorna Passanato. I'm a director in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. I am married. I have a 14-year-old son, and I'm a typical Canadian hockey mom. My husband is a massage therapist. I know, right? And for 19 years, we've owned a multidisciplinary wellness clinic here in Hamilton. And about 11 years ago, I veered out with 3 other partners, and we started running massage therapy conferences in Canada and the US. And within a couple of years, thankfully, that business was successful and really running itself. But I always knew that since I had 3 other partners, I was not 100% in control of my business or my income. And I share that for a reason. For 1 year before I joined 31, I was a dedicated customer. My sponsor didn't share the opportunity with me because she didn't think I'd be interested. I heard her sharing the opportunity with a friend of mine, so I decided to join just for the discount. So that's a classic story of being prejudged by a consultant. She didn't think I'd be interested, so she didn't ask. And she assumed because I joined for the discount that I wouldn't be interested in the career path, so she really didn't share that with me either. But eventually I realized that with 31, I could be 100% in control of my own business and my own income. So my story and my experience leads me to share some things to consider when you're sponsoring. So in January, I did have success, and I sponsored 18 new team members, and I just want to share these 5 basic tips. Tip number 1, ask everyone and don't prejudge. Think of the story I just shared. I didn't give any verbal signs of being interested in joining. I bought product, and I had a business mindset. So I was a perfect fit. I loved the products, and I already knew how to run a business. So I always share the opportunity at every party, in every conversation, and regularly on my customer page. It's not up to me to decide if they'll say yes or no. It's just up to me to share. My second tip is share your why. After I attended my very first conference, I had that mindset shift that we often talk about. And I realized at that point, people join for so many different reasons. As soon as I got back from conference, the first party I did, I had 2 people join my team. One woman joined because she had 2 children at home that had special needs. And she knew that this would be something for her that she could just do for herself and get out of the house whenever she felt like she needed it. And I had another girl join because she ran her own organization, and she wanted to do 31 to raise some extra funds to support that organization. So now I not only have my story to share, but I can share other people's stories so that potential team members can hear all of the different reasons and see what's really possible. My third tip is reach out to your inactive consultants and offer them the opportunity to come back. Anytime I have a consultant that goes inactive, she goes right back into my customer base. This is a brand new catalog season. It's an exciting time. She loved our products before. She can jump right back in with a $1 enrollment, or we've got 2 new spring kits that she can choose from. Last month, I had 4 team members rejoin and 2 reactivate just because it's a new season. The fourth tip, so important, make sure that your Facebook and social media pages and your About Me section on your website are up to date. So current photo, current contact information. And have you tooted your own horn and shared your achievements and accomplishments? This is so much more important than you know because it leaves such an impression on people. So last month I had 2 recruits who found me on Facebook who were searching out 31 consultants, and I asked them, why they chose me, and they said that they could most relate to my profile and my content. So I encourage all of you to have a look at your profiles, have a look at your About Me section, ask yourself if you would join your team. And then reach out to your teams and see how you can help them and support them by updating their information. Last tip, be active and consistent in your customer group and your business page. People need to know that you're active in your business. And just because they're not interacting or commenting doesn't mean that they don't hear you. It's important to consistently share the opportunity on your pages, but it's more important to personally reach out and ask. Be intentional with your words. It makes your customer feel special and lets them see that, lets them know that you really see them. And if you already have a relationship with them, they already know you, they like you, and they trust you, so it's easier for them to say yes. If she's not interested in joining, she'll still be a customer or a hostess, and just because she says no now doesn't mean she's going to say no every time you ask. So in closing, don't be afraid to ask and share your why. Help her see all the reasons that women and men are joining this amazing company, and it's not up for you to decide for them, it's up to them. Sometimes people ask me, what are the magic words? What's your verbiage? What do you say to people? And I say, it's not really what I say, it's what I believe. I believe in this company. I believe that the opportunity can change lives, and it's not up to me to decide whose lives are worth changing. I know the values of the company and I share them. So the value this month is passionate. So I challenge you and your teams to find your passion, share it, and be super excited about this company and everything it has to offer. That's it. Thanks so much, guys.
That is so great, isn't it? You just make me smile, Lorna. And I just love the fact that you share multiple stories to all those at your party or online about what people can do with 31 gifts. Sometimes we struggle thinking about that. So I love that you already share some of those amazing stories. And you know what? The profile. Oh my gosh, we forget sometimes about our Facebook profile and our website profile. That's so important. I love that passive tip. So that is a great testimony to be able to have that up to date. So amazing job and way to go. Congratulations on your month of January. So back to you, Kate.